We are September 28th and today I'm back in my apiary for what should be a very quick inspection. I had planned to only top off the syrup bucket that are currently sitting inside the hive and directly feeding the hives so they can stock up for winter. But I just remember that last time I was here there was almost no brood in that hive, and there were a lot of swarm cells, like something around 20 or 25 swarm cells that are removed because some of them were really recently charged, so I knew there was still a queen laying inside the hive. So good news is it looks like most of the population is still there, so I'm going to do a full inspection of that hive just to be sure that there is brood inside, hopefully cat brood. There is some stock for the winter, and if I can see some egg or the queen, I will be very happy today, just to be sure that the hive is healthy and it is still queen ripe. So let's jump in. So I'm going to start by adding the syrup in the first hive that I'm not going to inspect, and finish with the one I want to inspect. So with this one I only need to remove the bucket, open it, fill it up and put it back on. There's still some syrup inside of it. Some crystallized sugar inside the lid that may prevent the syrup from flowing. Filling the bucket with a 2-for-1 ratio syrup, 2 parts sugar, 1 part water. And it goes back on. Protecting boxes. And I am done. And now I'm opening the hive that I want to inspect to see the level of brood inside, how much food they have stored yet, if I can see eggs and the queen. So, there's a lot of syrup inside the bucket. I'm going to switch it with an old bucket of honey I had from last year. We'll remove the inner cover. I can see some stores actually building up. Some cat honey on the top or near the top. So those were the frames with the swarm cells. I still have one here that is not charged. A bit of nectar slowly building up inside the frame. So this was an open hive, an open air hive that I did a cutout on. So this is why the comb looks kind of wacky, and I had to give them a few frames that were already drawn so they stop their swarming instinct. So I would like to see some brood today. So I have some honey at the top, nectar in the middle, same at the back. Population looks healthy enough. I don't think they swarmed. A lot of nectar and honey at the top. I don't know. Same thing here. Maybe they swarmed before I remove the cells. I don't know. Yeah. So I have drone brood. Do I have a laying worker situation? I don't know, maybe. Yeah. A lot of drone at the back. I don't see any eggs. It's a weird time of the year to make drones, so I think the queen's gone. Yeah, they have stored a lot of food. A bit of pollen at the bottom here. Yeah, I may have a laying worker situation because there is only capped brood for the drones. I don't see any eggs, so I don't know. A lot of food though. They built up nicely on the stocks. Those frames fused together because of the wire I used. Food, either syrup or honey. Mostly syrup because of the bucket I gave them. At the back I have a bit of drone brood as well. You know what? Oh, yeah. Alright, so they separated nicely. I'll go take a look down on this one. Also nectar and honey or syrup. I don't see any queen, so but they are venting. That's what I don't get. So has the queen just stopped laying? Because yeah, they are marching right here. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. But they are venting like crazy. Is it just because I dropped the frame? I don't know. Is it the laying worker that they are venting? Yeah. This is not what I was expecting to find here. Okay. I'll close it up and put back the bucket on top. Getting your cover. Going to put the bucket back on. This is what I don't get. So a lot of bees at the front, venting. I don't think the hive is queen right, but the way they behave is really confusing to me right now. Alright, so I am very confused. I don't think this hive is queen right. I think they swarmed on me before I caught the swarm cells. Even if the population looks healthy to me, I'm not sure. Either way, I don't think I'm going to combine those hives together yet, because I am still unsure if there is a queen inside or not. She may just have stopped laying because there is not a lot of pollen coming in and not a lot of pollen inside. So I think I'm going to winter these bees as they are. The other hives should survive because the population also looks healthy, and the bucket of syrup was not empty yet, so they should be almost full inside. And if they survive through winter and there is still no queen in spring, there should be no queen if they are not queen right now, but if they survive and there's no queen, I'm going to combine those hives when spring comes again next year. So yeah. I'm unsure because I feel like the right thing to do would be to combine those hives and to be sure that the population is high enough and they keep warm enough through the winter. But the way they behave still tells me that there might be a queen, but she's just not laying. And I think I'm going to take that bet. Yeah. Let me know what you think. I'm so confused.